We wrote a lot of our albums Something Different at a lake house, away from the world, surrounded by nature. It was an incredible place, and I'll never forget the last day that we were there. Ben picked up his guitar and started to play a riff that he'd had for years in his heart. And that's when our friend Seth said, hey, what is that? And Ben just said, hey, that's something I've had for years. And it was the beginning of taking something old and bringing brand new life to it. This riff that played over and over again, that stirred your heart with emotion already. And as he was playing this riff, I came across a quote from my favorite author, C.S. Lewis. If you would, do me a favor. Close your eyes and picture yourself standing outside under a bowl of stars looking up in awe of everything around you, and listen to what C.S. Lewis has to say. He says, if we take the image of Scripture seriously, if we believe that God will one day give us the morning star and cause us to put on the splendor of the sun, then we may surmise that both the ancient myths and the modern poetry, so false as history, may be very new to the truth as prophecy. At present, we're on the outside of the world, the wrong side of the door. We discern the freshness of purity of morning, but they do not make us fresh and pure. We cannot mingle with the splendors we see. All the leaves of the New Testament are rustling with the rumor that it will not always be so. Someday, God willing, we will get in. That picture that C.S. Lewis paints is one that I find reverence in, I find awe in. One of my favorite things to do is to stand outside and look up at the stars. Recently we were in Utah playing a show, and we pulled over as a band and got out of the van and just looked up for a while. And it was amazing to think of who we are and where we are in this world. The God that created the Milky Way galaxy that runs across the sky like a sash created a very heart that beats in my chest. It's beautiful to think upon, to stand in awe and in reverence of God. And that's why my favorite chapter in the entire Bible is Isaiah 40. It's filled with this beauty and awe and reverence of our God. 40:25 says this, to whom will you compare me? Who is my equal, says the Holy One. Lift your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all of these? He who brings out the starry host one by one and calls them each by name. Because of his great strength and mighty power, not one is missing. I love it. Because of his great strength and mighty power, not one star is missing. He loves us. We should stand in awe of him. He is a great and a mighty God. Find some time today to stand in awe of the Lord.